Well, hello, everybody. Hello, and welcome to the next episode of the live streams on the CyberJar channel. I'm Catherine Edelweiss, developer advocate at Bellsoft. Hope you already know me. And my guest today is going to be not only my guest, but partner in crime, so to say, Johannes Rabauer. Johannes is a senior software engineer at XDEV Software GmbH. Do I pronounce it correctly in English? Because
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
that's what we do. And he's also an Oracle ACE associate and public speaker and the AI enthusiast. Hello, Johannes.
Hi, Catherine.
How
Hi.
are you today?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Great. Oh, me too. I'm waiting for our, so to say, duel of
Yes.
frameworks. So, Johannes is doing a series of live streams on his YouTube channel. Would you like us to tell something about them?
Basically, I had one idea about programming a little AI game where the AI is basically taking the role of a dungeon master in a game, and I expanded on the idea, but it was basically just it's just a practice to see what we can do with AI and Java and how easy it is to integrate. That's basically it. And I like to play around with all the integrations like Quarkus and Spring, which we will talk about now.
Yeah. So, what do you use in your game, Spring AI or LangChain4J?
Oh, I started off with Spring AI, and then I went over to LangChain4J, which was more work than I anticipated. But in the end, it turned out it's quite the same. There are some quirks. We'll get to that later, anyways. But it's basically all is possible with both frameworks.
Well, yeah, and this is the exactly the topic we are going to discuss today. So we are going to compare Spring AI with Spring Boot and LangChain4J with Quarkus. So major Java frameworks, of course, offer the integration for AI for the developers, and we are just very curious to compare them, right? How smooth is the integration process? How many features are there? How convenient is it to work with the AI using the APIs offered by those frameworks, right? And so, as this is a little duel of sorts or a battle, I wouldn't call it a battle because Johannes, would you call it a battle?
No, it's just a comparison basically of how you can achieve certain things with these frameworks.
Yeah. So we are not. I'm not sure we are going to have a winner, or we are not
Yeah.
going to have like a very um, powerful argument. No, but we are going to have spend some time together, right? Have fun and see what these frameworks can do. So, friends, say hello in the chat. I already see that somebody is doing that. Hello, everyone. Say where you're joining us from. Say whether you have already worked with Spring AI or LangChain4J, or whether you're planning to, right? Share your experiences. And while we are doing the live coding, I will do my best to show your replies on the screen, and me and Johannes are going to answer your questions if you have any. And at the end of the session, so this is going to be like that. So I will show you right now the bare bone projects that we are going to use. It is available on GitHub. I will share the link later on. I will make a branch in this project to create my Spring module. Then Johannes will make a branch to create his Quarkus module. Then we are going to merge it all and share the link for you to explore further. And at the end, we will answer your questions if you have any, and make any conclusion if there is any. Yeah. So
the basic idea is that at the end of the session, every viewer has the repository where all our code is, and it's possible to start the whole system with a Docker Compose, and he can, and the user can then select the profile Quarkus or Spring to boot up the back end accordingly. But the front end and the Ollama, the local AI, is always the same. One thing I would like to add, I work at XDEV Software in Germany, and we are basically focusing on modernization of Java applications. And with that employer, he gave me some tickets for JCon 2026, where Catherine and I might have a talk. We submitted our talk. We'll see if that works out or not. But I will paste the link right now where you can get free tickets for JCon 2026 as long as they are available. There's only a limited amount.
okay, great. So let's. I don't want to use the words dig in or dive in, because AI is usually use that. But that's exactly what we're going to do right now. We're going to dive in. Okay, so let me share my screen. Okay, share screen. Okay, just a second. Okay. Great. I think I will need to disappear for a minute because my browser needs to quit and reopen. Guys, don't lose me, please. I'm going to be right back. Johannes, you on stage.
All right.
But you can actually, I think, try to share your screen and show the viewers the front end part. Right?
Yes. So let me try that. All right.
Okay.
Hi.
All right. So I'll be right back.
Okay. So as you can see, this is the repository we will be working on, and there's not much in it yet. We have the Docker Compose file and some folders for the front end and the Ollama. But basically, this is the structure we are going to use. If we are using the Docker Compose up, then the front end is starting. That's a Vaadin app that runs in Spring. And it basically can connect to either of these backends. There's one backend with Spring and Spring AI, which Catherine will program, and the other one will be with Quarkus and LangChain4J, which I will program later on. Both of these backends will communicate with a local Ollama container, where we'll just use the Llama 3.2 model. Why this model? Because this is the model that runs in my GPU, and therefore it's a bit faster than anything else. But basically, you will see that you can use any model you can run in Ollama. Okay. So Catherine, I just shared the architecture. We can go into the Docker Compose, or if you want, you can start coding right away.
Yeah. Okay. So if you have already opened the Docker Compose, let's look at that briefly, right? And then I'll start. Yeah.
So let's go from top to bottom. So we have the Ollama image, where we actually activated the debug setting, because then we see the requests and the responses in the logs. We want to keep it alive as long as possible. We don't want to unload any models at any point. Yeah, that's basically it. Maybe take a look at this one. So this little script that runs when starting the Ollama Docker is just pulling the Llama model right away. That's basically all it does. It would pull the model anyways if you get if you send a request to it. Oh,
what do you think?
thanks.
Can we oh, thank you.
I didn't think of that. All right. Yeah, so basically, this is the important part here. It pulls the model. So let's go back to the Docker Compose. This is Ollama. Then we have our backend Quarkus, which just sets some environment variables, and it uses a Docker file that we will create later on, but we'll just copy and paste it because that's not the core issue here. Sorry. All right. This is the Spring backend, basically the same. It just starts the backend. Oh, maybe this is important. It names it backend, the same as here. And it is only available for a certain profile. So we can switch between these two backends. And it also sets some environment variables. And last but not least, we have the front end, which is, like I said, the Vaadin application, and it sets the backend URL to backend, which means either one of these two containers will be requested from our front end.
Okay, right. Yeah, so I think I'll take it up from here, and yeah, I will try to make it as big as possible. Okay, one more attempt to share the screen. Okay, share. Okay, can you see my? Yep. Oh, finally.
Something is coming. Yeah.
Oh, great. Right. Okay. Yeah. So, right, as Johannes has already described, I'm not looking at the chat right now. So, if anything's wrong, Johannes, please shout out to me.
I'll try.
Yeah, okay. Right. So here we have this front end, and I will run it right now to show you what we actually have. Okay. Right. So the front end uses Vaadin as a framework. And okay, another, I think I need to add another window. How do you switch between windows? Okay, I'll need to dig into that later. Okay, break up, share. Okay. Right, so here is basically our front end. Yeah, so it's pretty simple. This is the field for typing the questions or request for Ollama, and the field underneath is the one for pasting the text for the translation. And we can also choose the target language for the translation. And then there are just two buttons, ask or translate, and the field where Ollama, or the application will print the AI answer. So as simple as that, super minimalistic. Right. So what we need to do now is to actually create the backend. And as I already said, I'm going to start with the Spring. So let's go back. Stop the front end for now. Okay, great. So what we need to do is to create a new module. For example, let's call it. Can you see the window with the settings?
We don't see anything.
No. Okay, so in this case, I will just do it in a different way. I will share the whole screen and hope that there is nothing confidential there, but it shouldn't. Okay, onto stage. Okay, so how about now? Can you see the module settings?
Yes, we can.
Great. So let's call it backend Spring. And I'm using IntelliJ IDEA Ultimate. So in a very convenient way, I can create the Spring Boot project right here, right now. So I'm going to choose Java, Maven, CyberJar, and JDK. I'm using JDK 25, and the packaging is jar. So that's pretty much it. And then on the next stage, we're going to add some dependencies. So what we need is AI, of course. And as you can see, Spring offers a huge variety of AI solutions that you can choose from, right? So there's so many of them. Right now we need Ollama. Here it is. And we are also going to use reactive programming because we want to stream the AI's answers, not to wait for it to paste the complete answers. So we are going to add project reactor. So reactive Spring Reactive Web. Yep, that's it, I think. Let me just check. AI, Llama, and project reactor. Okay, I think that's it.
Catherine, are we sharing a link to the YouTube later? I guess the live stream just stays online, right?
The live stream recording is going to be available as soon as the recording stops, so you can rewatch it anytime, any possible times as you wish. And we are also going to share the link to the GitHub, so everything stays there.
Right.
Written in the Word. Right. Okay, so here we have our backend created. Let's go to the application properties and first set up the Ollama. Right. So what we are going to need is we need to add the URL. So it's Spring AI. As you can see, we can already choose this one, the default one, automatically. So it's using localhost if you want to run LLM locally. But we are using the Docker Compose, so the settings from the Docker Compose are going to override the settings in the application properties. Then we need to set the model that we want to use. So Spring AI Llama Chat options model. So there is the new setting here that we need to add, and we are going to use Llama 3.2 1B. So 1B is a very, very small module. It is perfectly suitable for our simple demo. But of course, you should know that the bigger the model, the more memory it requires, the more powerful it is, and maybe the more capabilities it has, right? So depending on your purposes, you want to choose the model that suits you best.
Yeah, so this is a model we frequently use in our tests, but if for production, you probably should select something else because, as you will see, the results are a bit strange sometimes, I would say, or unpredictable.
Exactly. And I think you will see that today also because the models tend to misbehave, right? Okay, and the next setting we need is the temperature. It's not obligatory, right? But in our case, we used the setting to make the model more deterministic. So the lower the temperature, we can set it to 0 to make it the most deterministic one, the less the model fantasizes, actually, right? And less creative it is, so to say. And that's exactly what we needed for our purposes. Right. You can also add the logging to see what's going on with the prompts and with the answers. But in this case, I think that's just enough. All right. So what else we need is to create, of course, the configuration class where we are going to configure our chat client. And we're also going to need a couple of services for the translation and for the chat. And we are going to use the function calling or the tool calling, so to say. These two definitions are, well, synonymous. So it means the tool calling means that you provide some business logic in your application, and you specify, you give the model instructions that it should use this logic if it doesn't know the answer or in some specific situations. And we are going to see how to do that today as well. Right, so let's start with creating a configuration. So package config, the AI config, let's call it class AI config. Right. Yes, I want to add it to Git. All right. I didn't create a branch. All right. Okay. I'll just merge it as this. Okay. So we need to annotate it with a configuration, and we are going to create a bean, the chat client bean. So the chat client class is the one that provides API for communicating with the AI model that you have chosen. So public chat client, and we're going to pass it the chat model, class chat model. Okay. And you can use the builder to create this chat client. You can customize it, right? So you can add settings that you need, tailored settings, or you can use the predefined builder with the default settings that are just enough for this demo. So turn chat client builder, and we're going to pass the chat model and build. So this piece of code, like literally like 2 lines of code, is what gives us the access to the APIs for communicating with the model. From now on, you are simply writing the code as you're used to writing the code, and all the, so to say, magic is going to happen under the hood, right? So the Spring takes does this all heavy lifting to communicate with the module. You just have to write the right prompts and insert the right methods where necessary. Okay, so that's about the config. Now let's create the services. So new package service. Let's start with the chat service. Java class AI chat service. Right, and of course we're going to annotate it with the service. Yeah. Okay. Right. So here we need to inject our chat client. So private final chat client. We are going to, of course, add it as a constructor part. And we also need to create a prompt. So in this case, I'm going to show you the basic prompt, and then I'm going to enhance it to show you how to add the tooling functionality. So I have the prompt here. Should have copied it beforehand, but okay. Okay. You can define the prompt in the method where you call the model, but I think it's more convenient and more maintainable to have the prompts as final fields in the service. So private final string chat prompt. Yep. Okay. So what kind of prompt can we write? So I have been experimenting with several options, and I found out that it is better to somehow limit the AI in its answer, or else it's just getting too verbose. It types just too much. And in most cases, we don't need that, right? We just need a straight answer. So we can say be concise, yeah, and answer in like three or less sentences. Unless asked otherwise. Okay, so that is not the whole prompt. I'm going to add some more for the tooling, but if you're not going to use the function calling, that might be just fine. That might be just enough. And what is left to do is to actually create the method for communicating with the model. So it's going to be public. Now, as I already mentioned, we are going to add the streaming functionality. So we're going to stream the AI answer. So for this purpose, we need the flux that takes string as a parameter. Okay. Reply and takes string user message. Typo message. Set and here the most fun begins. So yeah, well, no, maybe the most fun begins when we actually run this whole thing and the model behaves.
I think that's where the fun stops.
Yeah. And the suffering starts.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
yeah, so we call this chat client that we have created. We are saying prompt. So this method prompt actually gives us starts the communication with the model, right? So then we say system, and we are going to pass the user message. So this is the exact user message, right? That we chat prompt. Sorry. So system specifies the prompt for the model, right? And we have this defined this prompt here, right? Be concise, this one. After that, we say user, and here we pass the user message, right? So the AI receives the prompt plus the user text, right? And knows what to do. And then you just say stream and content. It was there, right? So we are going to stream its content. If you're not using the streaming functionality, you can say just call, use the method call, and then chat response. Or you can turn the AI answer into the entity. You can also do that. So after the call, you just define the entity that you need, and then you create this entity and pass it over. So, but right now we are going to stream the answer, and that's pretty much it. So,
Catherine,
yeah.
the user message, you pass it, and in the chat prompt, there is no placeholder for the user message. So the user message, will it just be appended? No.
Yes,
Yeah?
it's just going to be appended. Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we can actually change format the prompt a bit. I'm going to show you later with the translation service why, in which cases we need to do that. So for instance, when we need to say you need to translate this text into this language, and then we format, right, the prompt by injecting the target language from the request. But here in this case, the user request, user message is going to just be appended. So that's it. No need to write anything else. Simple and beautiful, right? But of course, that's not all the power of Spring AI. No. right here and right now, we are going to add the function calling functionality. So the function calling, what we want to do is we want the model to convert currency, right? And we are going to give it like two currencies, USD and euros, and we will hard code the rates just for the simplicity's sake. And this is going to be our tool. So we will enhance the prompt right now and say that if the user asks you to convert money, use this tool. Okay, right. But first, let's create this tool. So for that, we need another class that's going to contain this business logic for converting the currency. So let's create a new package called utils. And here we are going to create a class called currency converter. Okay, so this is not a bean, right? This is not a config file, not a service. It's just a plain Java class that contains some logic. Right, so we are going to add private, the currencies, private, final table, euro to USD, to USD. And this is going to be, let's make it, I don't know, 1.5 or 2. Let's make it like crazy stuff. I'm doing that just to so that we can easily prove that AI uses the currencies that we gave it, or it's making something up. And then the USD to euro, let's make it, I don't know, 1, right? We have maybe just crushed the financial market. So yeah. Okay, let's not just make it, let's just not push it into production. Right, and so what we need is to create a method for converting the currency. Big decimal convert, and we are going to have this big decimal amount. I'm using big decimal here because it's the user is going to pass the string. AI is going to retrieve the string, and big decimal is more suitable for math operations. But I'm also using doubles, so please don't mix doubles and big decimals in production. That's my prerogative. Right, and we are going to also pass the string from and string to. From and string to. Okay.
So
yeah.
I'm curious. So the LLM understands that a big decimal object must be passed here.
Yeah, and that's the only place we actually specify that this is the big decimal, because I'm going to show you later the magic. In no way I'm specifying that you have to extract the big decimal or the double, right? It's all plain text. It's all in the prompt, and that's the beautiful thing. Right, so double A. Let's get the value, double value, double B, we don't need that. Sorry, what's that? Useless assignment. I'm using the SonarQube plugin to check the quality of the code. And I love it when you introduce a variable and you don't use it, and then it says, remove this useless assignment. Right, it's it's not very delicate.
Yeah.
Right, okay, double rates. We are going to create a new method, pick rate, and we're going to pass the from and to it. I'm going to create this method right now, don't worry. Okay, yep. Just a sec. Right, string from to uppercase. Right, uppercase had to be up. Sorry. Yeah. To uppercase. Come on. Yeah. Okay. Is that correct? It looks weird. All right. And string t also to uppercase, so that we just unify the currencies, because we are now just going to compare the strings. So if f equals not t but euro, again, that's very like simplified process of well, comparing and extracting the rates, right? For the demo, that's enough. And t equals USD, then return euro to USD. And if f, okay, that's okay. Okay. Right. And then we are going to throw the exception if none of the rates match. Okay, that's it. Right. And finally, let's just do a simple operation, double result, multiply rate, and then we're going to return the big decimal again, big decimal value of result, and then we're going to set scale, rounding mode, half up. Okay, just so that we have no, rounding mode, just so that we have a nice number. Okay, that's pretty much it. But AI right now doesn't know that there is a tool that it should call, and doesn't know that there is any tool. It's not a tool yet, it's just some business logic. So we need to make AI aware of this class and of this method, so that it could use it to convert the currencies reliably. Sorry. And for that, we need to annotate it with the tool, right? And we are going to provide the description, and that's actually a pretty long description. Let me just stop sharing for a second and just copy this prompt from the place where it actually is. Right. And the fact that this prompt is so big, well, I'm going to explain you right now why it's so big. Because, yeah, the model has to follow the strict rules, or else it misbehaves. And, yeah. And for it to actually parse the text, the user message, and to extract all the necessary data that we need to provide it with the very explicit instruction on how to do that. So, where's my prompt? Just a sec. Okay. Right. Okay, that's it. Okay. Okay, present. Share screen. Screen. Share. Okay, can you see my ID?
No.
No. Oh, because I didn't put it on stage, silly me. All right. So again, as you can see, we annotated this method with a tool, right? And this is the tool the AI is going to call, and we are providing the description. So the AI will read the description for this tool and will use it as an instruction as to what it should actually do. And in this instruction, as you can see, we say if the user asks for currency conversion, convert money between USD and euro using a fixed demo rate, right? And we have this demo rate here. The arguments that we need is the amount, the number, from, and 2. That's what the AI needs to extract. Then some rules. So after the response, reply with just one line, like amount from equals converted to. Supported currencies are USD and Euro, right? So that we don't use yenas or whatever else. Deutschmark still somewhere. I don't
Nobody
know.
should use that anymore.
Yeah, and yeah, I wonder what the currency rate would be right now if we still use Deutschmark. All right, anyway.
People are still thinking about it, and people around me still say, "Well, that's if you buy shoes, that's 100 Deutsche Mark or something like that." They
Yeah.
always multiply the euro by 2.
Oh my god. Oh, that's so nice. They're very nostalgic.
Yeah.
All right, maybe it will make a comeback someday. We don't know. Okay, and the last rule is if the currencies are unsupported or missing, so just ask for clarification. No need to make up stuff, right? And so this is our ready class. Yeah, so just some business logic, and the only thing the only thing new that we had to add in our workflow is this tool annotation and the description for the AI. But now, right now, the AI still doesn't know that there is a tool waiting for it that it should use. So what we need to do is to enhance the prompt, right? To say if the user asks to convert money, extract amount to from to and call the tool convert currency currency. That's pretty much it. So almost, right? So we sorry. Why everybody wants me right here and right now? Okay, convert currency. See, that's it. But it's still not enough, right? So we have this prompt ready. AI knows that there is some tool, but we need to actually add this tool so that AI can reach it in your application, right? So that basically it knows where to go, right? Because the tool is just a method in some class. AI doesn't know what kind of class is that, and it doesn't know how to access that. So we need to add a new method called tools. And here we create just a new currency converter. Okay, and finally, that's it. Yeah. So this way, the AI will know that this tool we wanted to call is available in the class called currency converter, right? That we create in here. So this class is going to be available to AI, and it will just go there, see that, this is the tool that we are looking for. It's annotated with a tool, and it's going to use this method to extract the currency. And finally, what we need to do is to create the service for the translation. So let's make a Java class called translation AI translation service. Translation service. Okay, let's annotate it with the service. Right, and here we also need to inject this. Okay, let me just make it more clear. Chat client. Yeah. Let's add it, the constructor parameter. And we also need to write a prompt for the translation service. Now, this is the most tricky part, because as I already said, this model, and while I'm chatting, I'm just going to extract this prompt. This model is not very good at translating. So it always, yeah. So it it really is so. So it either tries to answer the user with something, just answer the user, or the translation is really bad, or it just makes up weird stuff. So what I did is I created this prompt, the one that works not perfectly. We'll see that, but, well, bearably. Here we say that you are the professional translator, and the task is to translate the user text into, and here this is where we are going to format the prompt by injecting the target language, right? Because right now we don't know that what kind of language the user wants. And here are some rules, right? So this, well, any model needs rules, and this one needs them in particular. So the rules are output only the translation, right? No quotes, no language text, nothing, just the translation. Do not answer the content. Always translate the message as is, right? Keep names, numbers as is, right? And if the text is already in the target language, sometimes it happens, they return it unchanged, right? So the user pushed the wrong button, and here it is. So the most important ones are the model should output only the text, the translation text, and do not answer the content. And we'll see how
I have a much more simple prompt for that, and we'll see the difference, what it makes, because I think mine is much worse, the response.
Well, mine is also weird, so I can say that I actually managed to defeat. So string, maybe let's call target language and string text. And here we are creating the this request for the AI model that we have already done. But first we need to format the prompt. So string system, translation prompt, formatted.
Oh yeah, so you're just using plain Java method to
exactly.
replace the percentage s.
Yeah, exactly.
Placeholder.
So that's a simple way to do that, right?
Yeah.
So, okay, and now we are just returning the chat client. Chat client. Again, prompt, as we did. System. No, not stream. System. System. We are passing the new prompt, the system one, that we formatted. And then the user, so we pass the text. And again, we are going to stream the answer and provide the content. That's it. So efficiently, that's basically the same as with the chat service, but the only difference is that the prompt is different, and we are formatting the prompt to make it more flexible because we are now passing 2 arguments instead of 1. That's it. The only thing left to do is to create the REST controller. So let's go create a patch called controller. What do you think, Johannes? I can just copy paste the controller code because we still have your demo waiting.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay, great. So Java class AI response controller. Great. So controller. Right. And what I have here, what do I have it here? AI response controller. Okay. I should have copied that with the imports too, but okay. Right. How do you do that automatically? Can you actually do that automatically in IDEA to import all the possible stuff?
Yeah, I'm sure there's an option for it, but sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, for most of these things, it usually just imports the classes if there is only one class for it that's available in the whole project. But it didn't do that in this case.
No, that's okay. That's okay. So what we have here is a plain REST controller, right? Nothing new, nothing fancy. So here we are injecting the services, AI services, chat service, and translation service. We are doing the post mapping. So the front end sends some information into this URL, right? And the backend receives it here. We specify the type of media that it consumes and produces. So in both cases, it's just a plain text. And here the first method is chat. The request body is request. Right, and here we're just calling the AI chat service with its method reply and pass it the request. And we're returning the flux. And in the second one, second method, we call translate, and this is where we are going to have our information on this URL, so the translate and the target language, and the path variable is going to be the target language, and the request body is going to be user's text for translation. And then we are again calling the translation service, and yeah, so hand it over to AI. That's pretty much it.
But this is crazy. You skipped over it so fast. So the flux string, that's such a crazy thing for me, because it's actually returning something to the requester, the client.
Right, yeah. So it's not just returning a string; it's returning a flux. So it's kind of a set of responses, right, one by one. And then the front end receives all of that. And where's the main view again? Just a sec. So here it is, the main view. So, for example, in this onTranslate method, it sends the target language and the text, and then it returns a web client that we need for reactive programming post URI, and then it retrieves the text that it receives from the backend, and we call this method body to flux. Right.
And so this client returns a flux as well, which you then can handle asynchronously in the front end, which is crazy to me. Like I don't know how it works on a more lower layer, but this is so cool. So we can stream the results of the LLM through the back end to the front end and see token by token what the result is.
Yeah, exactly. Crazy. Yeah, you have this active stream here. You subscribe to the stream that the front end receives, and it goes in chunks, right, in small portions, because it doesn't wait for the whole answer, right? It just receives really a stream of small chunks of the response, and then it just sets the value to our text area, right, with all these chunks, right? So it appends them one by one. You don't have to do that, right? So there are two ways of doing that. So you can use just plain synchronous programming, but in this case, if you are using LLMs tend to think longer than OpenAI or anything else. So you have to increase the timeout limit, or else you'll just get the exception that the front end has waited for too long and nothing came.
You mean Ollama, right?
Ollama, yeah.
Not yeah, okay. Yeah,
exactly.
so depending on where it runs anyway, it takes a little bit longer if it's running on the CPU, but if it's even if it's running on the GPU, it sometimes just takes a while.
Yeah. So there are two ways, right? The streaming or synchronous. So choose either of them. Pick your poison, so to say.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So let's go to the terminal. Let's spin up this Docker Compose file. But first, I'm going to create the jar file. So another thing I wanted to do is to add the possibility to create the executable jars. Right. Okay, just a sec. I'm going to check whether I have everything here. Okay, maybe I'll just copy and paste so that we accelerate this.
Okay, so the fun thing, Isa just commented you can actually use translation query transformer, which is a Spring AI class already defined where you just specify the target language and your chat client and it translates it. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. Thank you. We should definitely try it out. Yeah.
But again, in this case, it's just a placeholder for something maybe more interesting. We just wanted to have some defined functionality that Catherine implemented, and the same one I wanted to implement in Quarkus.
Yeah. So we tried to create a demo that's going to be on par, right, with the demo of our partner, right? So to say, to have something unified, right? So to show both frameworks.
So we can use the same front end as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right. So I build the executable jar file. So I'm going to do it in a dirty way. Right. Where is the Docker file? Okay, I'm just going to copy that again.
Yeah.
It was not to write it. Right. Okay. New Docker file. Right. No, I'm not going to use Ubuntu latest. Come on. Give me a break. I mean, okay, so let me show just quickly, explain what's going on here. So again, I said I'm going to do that in a dirty way. I'm not going to build the jar inside inside Docker, right? So I just build it on my machine. So to accelerate the stuff, right? We need right now, time is what we need right now, and we don't have time to wait for the Docker to pull the whole Maven repository. So I'm copying my jar that I already have prepared, and then I'm extracting the layers from the jar file. This is the functionality that Spring provides us with. These layers are then copied into the final image that uses Liberica runtime container with Liberica JRE and Alpaquito Linux. And slim means that there's no package manager, so the container image is going to be smaller and safer, right, without the package manager. And so we are copying all these layers into the final jar, and we arrange them in such a way that the most frequently updated layers go on top, like the application, right? And the others stay at the bottom. So whenever you update your application, you're going to update only this layer, right? And these are going to be pulled from the cache. So it's going to accelerate the push and pull. And then the entry point is simply Java jar and the application jar. Okay, now the only thing left to do is to actually spin up the services. So Docker compose up -d. Johannes, I need your help here. So how do we spin up the profile? Yeah.
Minus profile, and then it should be Spring.
Profile, and then equals?
No, just a space.
Just a space, and then the name of the profile, right?
Right, and it should be Spring.
It is, yeah. Great. Spring. Right. And all the others are going to be...
Sorry.
So the Ollama is going to be pulled automatically, right? Run automatically.
Yeah,
or should I right here? Okay. Okay, and the front end too.
So everything that's not defined in a profile in the Docker Compose file, it's just running up and down with whatever profile, and the profile-specific systems only spin up if you select.
Unknown flag profile. Huh.
Is it Docker minus compose? I think it's a bit different from Docker space compose.
Up -d minus profile. Okay, Spring. Okay. Are we sure?
Actually, yes. Docker compose. Maybe the profile should be defined before the up. Is that relevant?
Could be. Let's see. Docker. Okay, so Docker compose up. So Docker compose -minus profile, right?
Yeah.
File Spring up -d. Whew.
Okay.
All right. That's the part I was afraid of. Not only this one. I'm sure
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
going to be something wrong with the model, but maybe not. Maybe not. All right. Do we have everything? Yes. So we have started all our containers. Whew. Okay. So that's big time here now. Localhost. Okay. Does it work? Yes. Okay. Great. Let's just ask a question. What is the biggest dog breed? Well, I'm a dog fancier. Deal with it. Great. We have internal server error. Interesting. Okay. And why? Okay, that's just a sec. So we have this here. Ollama. Okay. Llama scheme. 3.2.1b. I
Um,
think,
the
yeah.
logging of the backend doesn't say anything, right? It doesn't even.
No. Okay, I can try to run it locally so as not to take your time, and then I'll just quickly debug it while Johannes creates his demo, right? So
Yeah, I think that's a good idea because I will have many problems as well. So.
Me too, as you can see. As you can see, I can't even spin it up. So
Yeah.
right. What did I want? Oh yes, I wanted to okay, let's just take a compose down. Okay. Let me just call the model. Llama run depend to B. Okay, it's up, and then we have our front-end application, back-end application. Okay. Well, the demo gods are not on my side today, so maybe Johannes, you are more lucky.
Yeah, let's see. But we'll wait if it works now, and then
Of course.
if it doesn't, then I'll start.
Okay. Okay. Yes, the guest pack. Right. Fingers crossed. Okay.
Okay, so far
It's
so good.
yeah, so far so good. There's no error. Let's wait for it to answer. The first time is usually the longest because it's just warming up. Yeah.
Do you know what the biggest dog breed is?
Uh,
Right answer.
well, I think I do, but somehow it gives me not the answer that I expect. Maybe because I have
Okay.
outdated knowledge, or it does have that knowledge.
Right.
Okay, so why is it still thinking?
Okay.
Internal server error. Okay, how very.
So that's the front end again.
Yeah. Okay, I had it yesterday, but I don't quite remember what I did. Okay. Weird. Just a sec. Let me just think a bit. So what do we have here? I hate this internal server error. It's always so. It's not explicit at all.
But can you see what the backend is logging? Is it logging something?
Oh yeah. No, it's not.
It's just happy.
Okay. Weird. Okay. Right.
So maybe the endpoints are not set up.
Okay.
But yeah, you actually really copy and pasted that one.
Yeah. So it should be okay. So there's the chat and translate.
And it's post mapping. So
on the front end, it's post. Yes. And we have here, what do we have here? Src main. Okay, main view. So what do we have here? Translate and target language and chat. Text plain, text plain.
Do you have a Swagger activated? No, right?
No, but I actually have the same project. It might have been something that maybe with the configs, I don't know. So let me just open it. This one. So that's friends, that's the same project, just with the Spring backend. You can see the same tool, the same translation prompt, everything is the same. Yeah, so that's the same application. And I'm just going to try and run it now. Just let me verify that there's 32.1b. Maybe there is something with the configs, I don't know. It's always the problem. Something, okay, backend, front end, right. Okay. Third time the charm. Please work. Please work. Shoot. Why is this happening? I can't understand. And there are no locks, so it worked. I mean, yesterday it worked.
Yeah.
Gosh, I feel weird. All right. Okay.
Is there any Docker? Oh yeah. Is there any Docker container running? Maybe the Docker front end is no.
No. Okay, let's see. Docker PS. Docker PS. Up 6 minutes. Oh yes, you're right, Johannes. I did the Docker Compose down, but somehow it's still running. All right. Okay, great. Good catch. Okay.
Yeah, because then it tries to reach localhost and there's nothing.
Yeah, and it's already taken. Exactly. Right. Okay, Docker stop. And now maybe we can try with the first one, actually. Let's try
there's only a the Ollama container is running, right?
The Ollama is right now running on my local machine. So it asks for yeah. Okay. I remember the internal server error that I had with Docker Compose is that there's some DNS resolution was wrong. So application failed to start. Why? Already in use? Where is it already in use? Okay. Oh, maybe I just didn't pull down the second application. Ah, yes. All right. Okay, so it's running. Let's just stop it and run again for sanity's sake. Okay. Can you please stop? All right, great. And let's start here one more time. Is there something? Okay. Okay. And we're going back here. Okay. Well, at least there's no
There's no error, but
yeah, but you never know. You never know. Oh, thanks God.
Nice.
Wolfhound. Yeah, I would say that it's Tibetan Mastiff, but okay. Right, so this stuff works. All right, great. Let's ask it to convert the currency. Oh, no, let's ask it first to translate the text because I'm really curious. Hello, my name is Catherine, and we're going to pick German. Okay, it works. Great. Okay, but let's pick Italian. Oh, it works too.
Is it correct? I have no idea.
Yes, it is. It is quite correct. Huh. That's nice. Okay,
Ooh,
that's really
okay.
nice. I love it because yesterday it used to give me random answers when I used other languages other than German and Italian somehow. But right now it works. Okay, great. Thank you, the demagogues. And now let's ask it to convert the currency. At 100 euro to USD. And we're going to ask it. And as I'm running my backup application, the currency rates are different there that I specified. So it's not 2 and 1, but it's 1.84 euro to USD.
Oh, okay.
And as we can see, that's correct. Whew. All right.
Great.
Well, that was a hell of a write. Okay. I now pass it over to Johannes.
All right.
And while I'm debugging my Docker, full stop. Johannes
It could be that it's not a problem at all. It just was running simultaneously in the Docker.
Maybe I think there's something wrong with the DNS resolution. I'm sure it is. So, yeah. Okay.
Okay. So let me try my luck. So you can't see anything yet. Catherine,
No,
can you?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Cool. Okay,
Cool.
so I'm doing a lot of stuff different than Catherine, but we'll hopefully get to the same resolution. So what I did was create something with the Quarkus starter. What Catherine did in IntelliJ, I do in this starter setup. I also selected LangChain4J Ollama. OpenRP because I simply love it to test around and see if it works, and the rest. Yeah, that should be enough. Exactly. So we generate our application, download the zip file, and if we are lucky, we get this zip file, and I actually have to copy it in the right folder. Give me 1 second for this. Here we go. That is it. And I want to simply copy this here. Oh, actually, yeah. Okay, I tried around a bit, but I'm actually on a different branch right now. Okay, so what we want to do now is actually open that backend Quarkus, and as you can see, there's a couple of things already opened. I want to open my project. Again, 1 second to select the right one. Here we go. And what did we actually download? It was Quarkus backend. Nope, it wasn't. Damn it. So close. So close. So again, it's backend Quarkus. Okay, select this folder in this window. Right. Okay. So we have our Quarkus project set up with the right dependencies here. And where do we start? Give me another second. Yeah, we want to create the main resource first. So I actually have kind of a roadmap. Let's do this with our main resource, which is the Spring controller. We also don't want to be asked again. And then we simply say this is our resource. We have a path for it. So I'm actually starting in reverse than Catherine. Just realized. But
That's okay.
So what I want to do is define the function chat, right? Where a simple request is coming in. We annotate that with post, exactly. So because this is a post method, we want to have a path. We need to set a path to chat. Import the class, and then we say it consumes some type of media, and this will be text as well. So we have to select the right media type, and then it should have text plain, right? And we do not only consume that, but also produce the same thing. So it takes plain text and it gives back plain text. Okay, so far so good. We actually have to implement some services, but the other thing we want to have is actually translating. And let's go this way, translate. And yeah, we need the target language and the text to translate. Right? Okay. Also want to have that as a post one, and the path is, I think we have to have that right here. So we do the target language. Here we go. And that's it, yeah. And so it also consumes and produces this, but since the target language is in this query here, we add it as a path parameter. And we say it's the target language. Hopefully there's no typo. It looks good. Okay, so first things first, let's, I think, start with the translating service. That's much easier, especially in my case, because I don't do as much as Catherine. There's, it's much more simpler, okay? But that's just the implementation. So let's create a translation service. Yeah. So let's create that class here. This is the, oh God, I don't have any package. What? This is strange. It usually creates a package. I hope we are in the right thing. So this is, let's, versus Quarkus, something like that. And we want to have the Quarkus. Yeah. Bring it in. Here we go. All right, we have the translation service. It doesn't matter. And it's actually not a class, it's an interface. Because we are doing a lot with dependency injection right now. And here we have the annotation register AI service, which also automatically registers it, which is pretty cool. And then, well, we have this multi, which is the flex, basically the same as a flex here, but it's multi, not mult. Just take it. Yeah, thank you. Translate and target language, and then we have the text to translate, right? No, wrong. Okay, so this is an interface, and we just define the function, and then we simply annotate it with the user message. Okay, so that's what we are going to take, and I actually, wait, No, I'm not just lazy. I want to save time as well. So this is a very simple prompt. You are a translator, translate the following text. And as you will see, this is very different from Catherine's output. But nevertheless, this is all we need to translate text to a different language. And that's quite cool, especially because we can just simply use this multi-string and it automatically streams the results. So this is much more compact than the one Catherine used, the chat client call and stuff like that. But at the same time, I always find that like difficult because you don't know what you can say. So there's actually an implementation in Quarkus that understands that you can use this multi, but as a programmer, you don't know what you can type in here. So that's something that's I'm not really a fan of, but at the same time, it really is very concise, yeah, really small and yeah, defining. So this is our translation service. This is good. We'll take the second one, our conversion service. Yeah. Wait a second. We should call it as well, maybe. Okay. As you can see, there's no implementation of me whatsoever. I'm just letting that translation service get injected, and I just call it, and I don't have any idea what the implementation actually does. But we'll see, and we just hope for the best here. Okay, and now the second one is the conversion service. Where we also not create a class, but an interface. Again, we do the register AI service, and we define this thing with a string. We have that here, chat, right? And we'll just give a prompt. But then again, we have to set it as a tool. No, sorry, not a tool. That was a mistake. The user message. Sorry. And again, I am just copying my very, very refined string of being a nice, chatty conversation partner.
Johannes, could you please zoom in the IDE a little bit?
I could, if I knew how.
View, appearance, zoom in.
Is the view
in the
appearance?
Appearance, zoom in.
What do we?
Zoom ID, and 125, for instance.
Is that all right?
Yeah, I think that's
still
there.
pretty low, right?
I think I found out about that like a minute ago too.
Okay. Okay, great. Okay, but still, we can read what's here.
Thank you, Andrei. All right. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
all right. Register AI service. Yeah. And now we also want to define some tools because, as Catherine did, we want to have the same thing. And there's our conversion tool. We create that. It's just an application scoped service with a function to convert euros to US dollars, which is also much simpler. The euros, yeah. So it just takes euros and returns the US dollars, but we have to create that. And I'm going to take 2 because I want to make sure that this is, why is it along? No. Let's use it. Okay. Yeah, because I want to make sure that the tool is actually called and 2 is really high and out there. Yeah, I'm playing around with a big decimal. Maybe I should try that later to put big decimal as input and output, but I did not try that yet, so I'm a bit scared now. Yeah, so far so good, but what we need to do is also define this as a tool, what I wanted to do before, and we just say converts euros, maybe with the euro sign to US dollars. Right, that's my prompt. And we'll see it has much worse responses. But this is not all. We have to use the conversion tool, and we can do that by simply stating here the tools, right? Yeah.
Oh, so you are in Quarkus, you specify the tools on the class level, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually had some kind of problems with that in my game, because it also always used tools in this class level, and it just created the instance. But I actually saved some status in my tools class, and that didn't convert that greatly into LangChain4J. Okay, so basically what we need to do is call this and request and simply return it. And that's it. To me, that's really crazy because it's really not a lot of code. Of course, you should refine it, like this prompt and stuff like that. It's all very simplified. But the one thing we need to do is set up some properties. And let's copy those, simple as that, and we'll go through them. So I disabled these dev services because it was very annoying to me. It always started some kind of services, some test containers, if I started Quarkus in the test environment. So I switched that off. I switched the chat model on. I set the model. I used the same one as Catherine. Also here, I set the local host, but this is overwritten in the Docker Compose file. And then I also, I think, Catherine, you did that as well, but not in the properties, right?
Setting the timeout. No, I didn't set the timeout at all because I thought that with the streaming, we are kind of safe.
Yeah. Okay.
But maybe that's also a good idea, actually. Yeah.
Maybe we don't even need that anymore. All right, and that's it. Yeah, I activated logs because I love logs because they say a lot, and of course,
that's good actually.
in production, you should maybe turn that off. Maybe you leave it on. Whatever. Okay. One thing I would like to say, I don't have IntelliJ Premium or Pro or something like that. I just have the Community Edition, and I actually use some kind of user plugin for Quarkus, which is a little bit different from the one you get if you have the premium package of IntelliJ.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, what I missed completely is the whole Docker thing. Okay, so this is my environment. And I actually forgot something because Catherine actually doesn't use a GPU to run the Llama in.
Yeah, so friends, the thing is that you can run Ollama on a GPU if you have it or
Yeah,
not. So on GPU, of course, it's going to be faster, but as I don't, as I have a very simple laptop, I don't have it, so I run on CPU. But Johannes can actually run on GPU, and he's going to show you, right, Johannes, how to
right. We're going to try. Yeah. Let's actually lose this. Delete. We don't need this anymore. Hopefully that's the right folder. And so is this the right one? Yeah, backend Quarkus. Oh yeah, and we forgot one thing, the Docker file as well. And I'm using a different Docker file than Catherine once again.
Of course.
Of course.
Oh, I mean, I would love to use the Docker file in Liberica, but we live in a free country.
Yeah, and I think for production, I'm sure yours is much faster and secure. That's really great. The goal for me was I love it if the user can make as few mistakes as possible. So if you don't have Java installed, this still works because it's actually creating a Docker image that has some kind of JDK installed, and it compiles the whole project and then sets it as a different project.
Oh yeah, of course. That's the best practice. Of course, when you build the project inside Docker, of course, for the clean builds, right. So I just transferred the ready jar file because, well, I wanted to make it faster because I don't know. Maven tends to be a little bit take its time in Docker. So yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
exactly, and that's a big problem. I try to do something about this with this line where it downloads with this line where it downloads all these dependencies, and if they don't change, it's cached and it's going up pretty fast, but still it's building it all, and that can take a while. Just now, I don't understand what I'm doing wrong again.
could you please
Yeah,
increase
okay.
a little bit?
Is this simpler here? No, it isn't.
Uh,
So appearance, we go into, okay. So maybe I should use the full screen for change. This is not working because it's something cannot file specified. God, I hope I'm able to get image. But you don't have to get a lot of images here.
Right. Well, by the way, I managed to fix my problem with the Docker Compose file.
Right.
In the only way is that I deleted the Quarkus profile and left it without any profile. So just backend. I think there's the problem with the DNS resolution. So if you friends know how to deal with those profiles in the Docker Compose file, just drop us a note. Right. But yeah. That was a very rough solution, kind of cutting off the link that doesn't function properly.
I think there's something wrong with the run llama. I had some problems with it yesterday. No, sorry, I shouldn't have deleted that. I shouldn't have. Yes, so there was a problem because of the line endings, and it made some problems. How can I fix this fast? No, I don't actually want this to be executed, but damn it. That's really bad because well. I think I
What?
know what's the problem. The problem is I didn't start Docker yet.
Oh.
Oh man, oh man. Okay, so I prepared everything yesterday, and as a good Windows user, I took the PC down in sleep mode, and Windows decided to do an update and restart, and so everything I fixed up was gone. Yeah, so I have to restart that. Oh man, that's bad.
That happens. That would be like the easiest solution to the issue. I mean,
Yeah. Okay. I am sharing. I'm trying to share again. So this is the right one. Okay, Catherine, if you
yes, of course.
release my window, and it's okay. So this is running, but I actually let's delete that stuff and spin it up. New one. Yeah, well, Microsoft, it has its ups and downs, I would say.
Well, actually, I haven't used Windows for a very long time, I think.
Yeah.
I just switched to macOS, and it has its peculiarities too. Of course, it's not like
Yeah.
the Silk Road, but I just got used to. You get used to some OS, and then all the others seem weird. I think.
Right. Yeah. That's a problem I had yesterday as well. So Quarkus creates a Docker ignore. For whatever reason, it has some own Docker files for the native mode and stuff like that. So I'm guessing this is for that. But we don't want this right now. So I'm deleting this Docker ignore file. And then it can actually build my application. Okay, so we see the front end is being built with the optimizer and Liberica, but the back end takes much longer because it builds everything from scratch, basically. But that's only the first time. Unfortunately, well, so did we set any dependencies? So is this service depending on any other service? No, it isn't.
No.
Okay.
No.
Because I was hoping that if this is
the backend service depends on Ollama, but frontend doesn't depend on anything. So.
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. And it's running nothing because it's building first, probably. That's probably the case.
Okay. Green, green, green. Okay, great.
Okay, but it still takes a while to load this. If we okay, it takes a while, but I already started this yesterday, so the model at least should be downloaded already. But this is wrong, and that's exactly the error I had yesterday.
And how did you manage to?
So this file is in the wrong, has the wrong file ending, which is pretty annoying. So that's goes down, pull it all down again. So we still have to set up the profile, I guess. Okay, and then we put it up again. Oh, is this? Yeah, okay. Oh no. This, for some reason, doesn't work, but I will zoom in. Come on. Okay, what? I'm not going to. Let's see. Okay, so now it's loading stuff. and that's what we want to have. So if we are taking this one and the right host.
Okay, so far so good.
Front end, yeah. Type a question to Llama. Okay. What is the biggest cat breed? I don't know. Okay.
Okay.
Let's save that for later. Let's ask.
All right. There's
So,
no internal server error, so that's good.
at least we don't see any. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is still loading. It takes a few minutes. Let's say minutes. Let's see the logs here. I don't see any error messages. That's great. And backend is, yeah, okay. So it's posting something to the Ollama, and that's one of the nice things. So we know exactly what it sends and also what tools it provides. So yeah. By the way, I didn't set the temperature. So the temperature by default in Quarkus and in Spring is 0.8. I don't know why they use
Which
this.
makes the model quite creative, I think.
Yeah.
But we'll see. It doesn't type anything yet.
Yeah. So the timeout was thrown. Yeah. But now it's up, and we simply ask again.
Uh-huh.
And then if we're lucky, we'll get a response. But we are not.
Maybe we should wait a bit. I don't know.
Okay, so please, this is the request basically. What we see, yeah, but we don't get any response. And if we look in the back end, again, this is probably too small for some people to read. Okay, we got a response, which is great. But it's not the one we wanted.
Yeah.
So this seems like it's even a parsing error somehow. But it gave us some kind of answer. Let's
Siberian tiger. Oh, nice. I think it used all the feline types, or whatever. But yeah, we got the answer. But the parsing, yeah.
Oh, the Maine Coon. Yeah, I know that one. That's a big cat.
Yeah, Maine Coon too. Right? Well, I would argue there's also Savannah, but it's partially domesticated. But okay, yeah, Maine Coon.
All right, I'm not into that. So
yeah. So right now we're just getting the answer, and that's okay.
Okay. So let's try this. My name is Johannes. No, I think you said hello, right? We'll take German as well. Okay. Oh, damn it.
Oh.
Okay.
Let's try with the currency. Maybe the currency will work, and then we'll just debug the translation service.
How much is 100 euros in USD?
And what? Okay, 200. Yeah.
Wow.
Sounds like
that's true. Pretty short. I didn't expect that.
It was laconic, yeah.
Yeah. So I told the LLM it should be chatty. So.
Oh, okay.
I guess that's the complete opposite of what you told it.
Yeah. I told it to be like as laconic as possible.
But so far, so good. We have 100 euros. We said it should be 200 euros, and it looks like it's using this and converting the euros. But something is wrong in the Quarkus backend. Is this the one? Yeah. Probably some.
But something is wrong with the translation service only, right? Because
yeah. If we take a look again, let's translate it. It says translate German, and it actually should have exactly this one. So this is German. And the text to translate is sent as a property, as a parameter. Okay. So what is the log saying here? So the backend. Okay. So it runs into the backend, but key
Can you
text not
maybe
found.
increase the font of the logs if possible? If possible.
Yeah.
Yes.
You would increase the window display scale.
Friends, I'm going to post the link to the GitHub repo. Right now, it has only the Barebone project with frontend and Docker Compose. And I'll post this link also in the description to this video, right? So that you will have it on hand. And after the live stream, me and Johannes will update the project, merge our code, and you can play around with that. Yeah.
Okay. So the problem probably was I set this to text to translate, and the placeholder was for text.
Oh, could
and
be.
That is an error. So what we want to do now is just simply put it down. Damn it. I shouldn't have put the Ollama down. But it looked like it didn't run in my GPU. I'm not sure, but it says we did everything right, I think. So let's pull it up and let's see how long it takes to build. It shouldn't take that long right now. So it didn't download any new dependencies. We skipped that because it's actually, it's cached here. See that.
So the Quarkus also enables you to break the jar into the layers, right?
That's not Quarkus. That I don't think it has anything to do with Quarkus. So we have a Maven repository, a Maven project, right? And in this image, there's Maven integrated, and since we do this in two steps, one, copy just the POM and download the dependencies to go offline.
Okay.
And then the second one is copying all the source files and then create it by this. I don't know if it's called layering, right? It's layering in one Docker image. By this, we speed up the compilation as well. Okay. It started. And now we have a text. Okay. Hello, my name is Johannes. Let's translate it. It's looking better.
Yeah. We don't get an error.
Yeah. I always use this application to see the logs because I'm just very forgetful and I forget the commands for the Docker CLI constantly. So that's why I'm using this, and that's why you can't read anything. I'm really sorry about that directly. Yeah. But we're just basically waiting for it to be loaded. And since my graphics card has CUDA enabled or is able to use this CUDA, that's why I can load the LLM into my GPU, which greatly improves performance. Okay, so it's loaded and it should actually give that answer pretty fast, but it did not.
Let's again the error.
It's the same again, but maybe it's still a timeout.
Maybe
one more time.
Yeah.
Translate the following text. So it does get the request here. It just doesn't answer. It doesn't answer in time, at least. Let's look into the backend here. The timeout. Yeah, it was the timeout again before. I really don't know why it's so slow now. That's kind of a shame because It used to be much faster.
Yeah, it's the demo gods.
Probably.
Yeah.
Okay, it did get something. Took a while.
Uh-huh.
Well, the actual translation is quite all right.
Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, I guess as you didn't specify any rules, like output only
Yeah.
the translation, so it's chatty.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, that's
basically working.
yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, okay.
Yeah.
Giovanni, that's
Giovanni, yeah.
interesting.
You are Giovanni, yeah.
That's quite cool.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. But that's it so far. So as you can see, I took kind of a different approach. I think you could do some things in Spring as well with the properties. So you didn't do a lot with the properties. You
Yeah.
created objects and beans and
Mhm.
stuff like that. I tried to be as small as possible with this project.
Mhm.
So I did everything with
Mhm.
dependency injection and the properties. But I
Yeah.
think
Mhm.
basically it is very, very similar.
It is. It is. Well, we used a very simple demo, very simple example. So on the fundamental level, LangChain4J and Spring AI, I think we can say are quite similar. And but if we go further, maybe there's going to be something interesting. So if Johannes and I are accepted to the conference, fingers crossed, fingers crossed,
Yeah.
so we have the same actually topic, Spring AI versus LangChain4J, but there we are going to discuss, we'll go deeper, right? So we'll go to RAG or MCP and native image compilation. So we'll see how the stuff works out there. So
Absolutely. So
yeah,
what we try to do here is like go from zero to a working application as fast as we can, and without getting into the specifics or more advanced stuff, I would say, right?
yeah,
And if at the JCon we will try to just build on top of that, right? So we have our baseline now, we have a very simple stuff, and we could use agents or I don't know, some more advanced stuff.
yeah,
Memory is
yeah.
one thing I
Mhm.
really enjoy or really need.
Yeah, need I would say, yeah. So caching, at least caching, something like
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
yeah,
So, yeah. So we are going to see how things work out from here. And right now, we can say that spinning up the project with Spring AI or LangChain4J is quite simple, very fast, very convenient, right? So all the heavy lifting is done under the hood in both frameworks. So there are just a couple of lines of code, so to say.
right.
Right. Okay.
Catherine,
Yeah.
I sent you the comment, the link again to the JCon
Yeah.
tickets if
So
somebody's interested, because I can't seem to post it really in the right.
I don't really know why, but I posted them into the
Yeah,
chat. Yeah, friends. So if you want to go to JCon Europe, Johannes has some free goodies
right.
giving away. Right, and hopefully see you all there at JCon. Thank you so much, Johannes. That was so much fun.
Yeah, it
Life,
really was. It really
yeah,
was.
it's very exciting, especially when everything goes wrong.
But hey, it did work. I didn't really expect it to work. So
We
we
actually, me
both
neither. Yeah,
finished
we
our
are that pessimistic in our work.
yeah.
We
So
didn't
that
even
was really
expect
fun.
this stuff to load at all, like work at all. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
But
yeah.
thank you so much for having me, Catherine. It was really
Thank
quite
you.
fun to do that.
Thank you, Johannes, and see ya. Maybe at your live streams, friends. Again, the link to Johannes' YouTube is in the description to this video. Come visit his page, visit his live streams. They are just as equal funny with stuff breaking and not working and suddenly working. So yeah, that's
Yeah.
great. Live coding is something that we should have more in our lives, I think. Yeah, really.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Well, thank you again so much, Johannes. Thank you, friends, for spending these 2 hours with us. Thank you so much. I hope you liked it. You can reach out to me or to Johannes on social networks like Blue Sky, Twitter, LinkedIn, and well, drop us a note, a question, or whatever. Right. So we are open to communication. Right, Johannes? Yeah.
We are. We'll paste all of that
In the
information somewhere
description.
in the description, right?
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
then you can get in
All
touch
right.
with us.
Well, thank you, Harpreet. Yeah, we'll love that you love them. Okay. Well, thank you again, everybody, and have a good weekend or a day wherever you're joining us from. So, and bye bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.